Hi guys, it's Angie with Fun Endeavors Tie-Dye Lab. Today I'm going to make a double side fan fold shirt that I'm going to incline ice dye. The shirt has been washed and dried, soaked in a soda ash solution for at least 20 to 30 minutes. I wrung it out of my Panda spin dryer so it's just barely damp. To begin, I'm going to fold the shirt in half. I'm going to fold the bottom of the shirt up to the armpit just to see where the middle of this area is. Then I'm putting my finger on that area and drawing an arc on the shirt using kite string and a washable marker. Now I'm going to fan fold that line and tie it up with some kite string. I'm using kite string because I'd like to hold the folds in place, but I don't want the white lines that sinew would give. Now I'm going to fan fold the rest of the shirt and tie it with kite string too. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to incline ice dye this shirt. So to begin, I have a piece of vinyl guttering that I've placed the shirt inside of, and for now I just have it laying flat on my table. I'm beginning on one end by adding Peony from Dharma Trading Company, then going about halfway down the shirt and adding another line of that color. I'm going to use the back of my spoon to smooth the color down into the shirt. Hopefully this will keep most of the color from falling off into the gutter as I add the ice on. Now I'm adding Razzle Dazzle from Dharma Trading Company. The third color is Ice Blue from Pro Chemical and Dye. And lastly is Midnight Blue from Grateful Dyes. Now I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit of additional soda ash because as the ice melts and runs through the shirt, I want to make sure I still have plenty of soda ash left in my shirt to react with the dye. And now I'm going to layer on the ice. Now that I've added the ice, I'm going to gently lift up my piece of guttering and put it on top of a wire rack that I use to dye with. Normally I would just stick this down inside of a plastic tub and incline my shirt that way. However, I'm actually using all my plastic tubs right now to incline other shirts. So I'm going to do this using a rack this time. I've put one end of the rack down inside of a long plastic tub, and I've left the other end hanging over the end. So this inclines the rack. I'm going to lay the guttering on top of the rack. Then I'm going to move my tub to the floor and incline the rack a little bit more so that it puts the guttering and the rack at a higher incline. I'm actually going to incline 2 shirts at one time on this rack. This shirt is the shirt on the right. I came back after the first layer of ice had melted and there was still quite a bit of undissolved dye left on top of the shirt, so I went ahead and added a second coat of ice to the top. Then I set the shirt aside and I allowed it to process for at least 24 hours. This one actually went for 36 hours. I began rinsing the shirt in cold water and then I gradually warmed the water up to hot. I continued rinsing for a while to get out any of the excess dye, but it was still bleeding quite a bit of the blue color. So I went ahead and put some hot water down inside of my utility sink, added a small squirt of blue Dawn dish soap, and allowed the shirt to soak for a while. I did this 2 or 3 times until the water was almost clear. Then I put the shirt in the washing machine along with some Dharma's textile detergent, and using hot water I washed it. Then I dried it, and this is what our shirt looks like. I really like the way this shirt turned out. Even though I added quite a lot of dye to the top of the shirt, in fact I actually could have gotten by with adding less dye to the top of the shirt, I still ended up with quite a bit of white in that very first portion. But I like the way it looks on this shirt. I think it adds a little something to have that lighter color going through the shirt. I could have gone ahead and turned the shirt over and added some more dye to the back side, but I really don't mind the white on this one. So hey, if you guys have enjoyed watching this video, I sure would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. All you have to do is hit the big red subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.